vocalizing, rolling, rubbing, all that I take note of every day. So when that lab data comes back, I have a very, very good idea of when estrus occurs. About 5.5 weeks ago, we went through introductions with our kids. Her boyfriend lives up on the roof. There's no public access up there. The boys like it a little bit quiet, kind of calm. If I could put a couch and a remote control up there, I would. But she likes the big exhibit. She's not really afraid of people. He doesn't like people very much, but I still make him go on the exhibit. That overlap lets her know that there's a boy around. They pee over each other, that kind of thing. But these guys were together about a week and had mom and dad time 175 times in that 1 week period. And that is just between the hours of 9 and 2. Very busy kitties. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we have success this time. The last bit of testing that came back from the lab showed her progesterone levels up a little bit, but we're waiting for this next set of lab data to come back to actually tell me if she's pregnant. So please cross your finger for us. Gestation in these cats is about 100 days. Unlike the poor ladies in the crowd where it's 10 months. To make matters worse, she only has to raise those cubs about 18 months. Unlike you poor parents that are raising kids 50 and 60 years. She has it pretty easy. Her last batch, her last litter, was in 2012. She had 2 cubs, a male and a female. The female popped out with mom's attitude and had to leave a little bit early. Mom and daughter were not seeing eye to eye. The girl had to leave at about 15 months. By that time, she's fully grown, fully eating everything on her own. But mom and her were fighting, so I have to stick up for the kid because mom's not having it, and mom will settle that very quickly. The boy, he was much calmer, got to hang around about another month and a half. Son popped out like dad, much calmer. She's 85 pounds. Wapo up on the roof's about 130, 140. This exhibit is kind of like the Ritz-Carlton for cats. That triangle cave in the background is heated. The raised rock in both caves is heated. The floors in the building are heated. I have the heater on in the building, so it's nice and nice for them. In the summertime, I have air conditioning in there. She does not have to pay SDG&E anything. She gets great medical care, free medical, dental, and vision, plus free nutritional services. We have a nutritionist on staff that does individual diet planning for each individual animal in the zoo. This girl gets a little over, right about 1,000 grams of meat a day, which is a little over 2 pounds. She gets that every day. But just like us, there's a variety in her diet. If you guys had to eat peanut butter and jelly every day, I guarantee every one of you will get tired of it, and every one of you will lose weight. This one is no different. I break up the week, change different food items throughout that week, which keeps her interested in eating, which is very good for her. I have her scale trained to step on a scale every month. We do all sorts of husbandry training to catch things before they happen. If I notice that she's dropping a whole lot of weight, clear indication to me that something's going on, I will look a little deeper. But basically I have her entire body trained just in case there's an injury somewhere. I can ask for that body part, manipulate it, and see if I need vets down here or not. All the cats will let me touch them, except for this girl behind me. Does everybody here know what an air kennel is?
No.
It's that crate you stick your dog or cat into when you take them to the vet. Small carrying crate, whatever. We have a crate inside. It's about 650 pounds, made out of high-grade aluminum that has what's called a squeeze on it. It's a big crate, close both doors on each side. I've got a big lever on top. I squeeze her a little closer to me. I'm not squeezing her so the jelly comes out. It's just so I get it to a point where she can't spin. Once she can't spin, I don't have to worry about the sharp end so much. I can then work the rest of the body. We do all sorts of training, blood draws, you name it, we're doing it while they're awake. Just like us, the percentage of something happening under anesthesia goes up. It's the same for these guys. So anything I can do while they're awake, it's good for her, it's good for me, and my bosses really like it. Do you guys have any questions about Jags?
Do you give a food reward when she does something?
Everything training-wise that I do is positively reinforced, and I have a bridge. Bridge is just a whistle that says when she does something that I ask, I blow the whistle, pair that with a piece of meat. You'd be amazed what I can get her to do. Parents, you can train your little kids too. Once they get a little bit older, start with candy, then it goes to cash and cars and cell phones. But the big guy's talking next door. He's almost done. Another question?
Yeah, you mentioned she's aggressive to you. Why? Because does she feel you're a threat to her? Or
Nope.
or no.
Everybody here has a different demeanor about them.
Yeah.
Every cat has a different demeanor that I work with. She just happens to be very, very aggressive.
Okay, so not all of her species are as good.
No, the boy up top,
Okay.
I can hands-on. We do everything protected contact, so there's always a nice secure barrier between me and them.
Yeah.
But I can do much more with him that I can't do with her. She's just a firecracker. Her
She ever
name's
attacked you?
no. Always protected contact. If she got a hold of me, I would not be here. She'd literally kill me 10-15 seconds.
Wow.
The one good thing, it would be over quick. But I like my job and want to come back, so
Were you ever attacked in your career by...
it's a whole different talk. This was just about Jags. Every keeper, I don't care who they are, has been bitten by something. Parrots, otters, whatever, something's bit. It just happens. It's part of the game.
I got that all the time.
Behavior in the wild to avoid humans? Or...
Yeah, so for the most part, if you guys go out into the wild, you guys smell funny. You guys make a whole bunch of noise. You're not going to see Jags. They want nothing to do with you in the wild. Very hard to go see them. Guides that are out there giving paid tours, more often than not, don't see them. And they know what they're looking for, and they pretty much know where the Jags are.